expectation to causes greater than herself. In return, Brad brought a sense of stability and grounding to Angelina's often chaotic life. Together, they adopted 3 children, Maddox, Zahara, and Pax, and welcomed 3 biological children, Shiloh, Knox, and Vivian. Their home was a mosaic of cultures, love, and endless laughter, a sanctuary that seemed unbreakable. Yet, as the years passed, the challenges of life began to test the foundation of their love. Brad, ever the optimist, believed in structure and discipline, a framework he felt was essential to raising their children in a world that could often feel unpredictable. Angelina, on the other hand, embraced freedom and individuality, encouraging their children to explore their identities without boundaries. What began as minor differences gradually escalated into unresolvable conflicts, creating a rift that neither of them could bridge. Then came the incident that would alter their lives forever. In September 2016, during a private flight, tensions reached a boiling point. Allegations of a heated altercation between Brad and one of their children emerged, casting a shadow over the family. For Angelina, the incident was the final straw. She filed for divorce days later, citing irreconcilable differences and seeking sole physical custody of their 6 children. The world watched as one of Hollywood's most beloved couples unraveled before their eyes. The aftermath was a media frenzy. Tabloids churned out headlines that ranged from sympathetic to scathing, dissecting every detail of their split. Fans were divided, some rallied behind Angelina, admiring her bravery as a mother protecting her children, while others supported Brad, believing he was a father fighting to reclaim his role in his children's lives. Behind the scenes, both Brad and Angelina were grappling with their own battles. For Brad, the separation was a wake-up call. He sought therapy and sobriety, determined to confront the demons that had contributed to their family's collapse. Angelina, meanwhile, focused on creating a stable environment for their children, often putting her own emotions on the back burner to shield them from the turmoil. Years passed, but the wounds remained fresh. Brad's visits with his children were initially limited and supervised, a painful reality for a father who had once been their pillar of strength. Angelina bore the weight of single parenthood with grace, though the strain was evident in her quiet moments of reflection. Their shared love for their children became both a source of connection and contention, as they navigated the complexities of co-parenting amidst lingering resentment. It is in one such quiet moment that Brad finds himself alone in his Los Angeles home. The house, once filled with the laughter of his children and the warmth of family, now feels hollow. He sits in his study, surrounded by photographs, a snapshot of Maddox beaming during a family trip to Cambodia, a candid of Zahara and Shiloh playing dress-up, a family portrait taken during happier times. Each image is a bittersweet reminder of what was and what could have been. Brad begins to write, his hand trembling as he pours his heart onto the page. He writes about their first meeting, the magnetic pull that brought them together, and the dreams they shared. He writes about the joy of becoming parents, the nights spent soothing a crying baby, and the mornings filled with chaos and laughter as they wrangled 6 energetic children. But he also writes about the mistakes, the arguments that spiraled out of control, the moments when pride overshadowed love, and the decisions that drove them apart. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the city, Brad makes a decision. He folds the letter carefully and places it in an envelope. The next morning, he drives to Angelina's home, his heart pounding with a mixture of hope and fear. When she answers the door, their eyes meet, 2 people who once knew each other so intimately, now standing on opposite sides of a chasm created by years of pain and misunderstanding. Brad hands her the letter without a word. Angelina hesitates but takes it, her expression unreadable. Over the next few days, she reads and rereads his words, each line stirring emotions she had long buried. The letter is not just an apology, it is a reflection of their shared history, a testament to the love that once bound them, and a plea for healing, not as a couple, but as co-parents and partners in raising their children. When they meet again, the conversation is raw and honest. Brad speaks of his journey towards self-awareness and accountability. Angelina shares her own struggles, the loneliness she has felt despite being surrounded by love. They do not resolve all their issues in that moment, but there is a shift, a mutual understanding that their children deserve a foundation built on respect and unity, even if their romantic relationship cannot be salvaged. In the months that follow, small gestures pave the way for a new chapter. Family therapy sessions become a regular occurrence, allowing their children to express their feelings in a safe space. Joint outings to school events and family dinners begin to rekindle a sense of normalcy. There are still disagreements and moments of tension, but there is also progress, a recognition that the story of Brangelina is far from over. For their children, these changes are monumental. Maddox, now a young adult, begins to see his parents not as infallible figures, but as human beings striving to do their best. Zahara finds solace in their renewed efforts to communicate, while Shiloh, Knox, and Vivian rediscover the joy of having both parents present in their lives. As Brad and Angelina continue their journey, the world watches with bated breath. Their story is no longer just about love and loss, it is a testament to resilience, forgiveness, and the unbreakable bond of family. It serves as a reminder that even in the face of heartbreak, there is always the possibility of healing. In life, love can falter, but hope remains. Will Brad and Angelina ever find their way back to each other? Or is their story a reminder that some wounds, though healed, leave scars that never fade completely? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this emotional journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heartfelt stories from the Daily Scroll.